Hey, what's up guys, Control here. Today, I'm bringing you guys Quest Rogue. So, this deck is pretty similar to the standard list, as per usual. I've been playing a lot of wild decks with just a couple standard cards in them, basically. A lot of standard decks with a lot of wild cards in them. Got it backwards. But it's actually pretty good right now. It does really well against Big Priests and Q blocks, which are actually fairly popular in wild. Unfortunately, just like it does in standard, Quest Rogue does in fact just get ruined by aggro decks. Fortunately though, kind of a sleeper card in my opinion, actually can prop you up towards victories actually against fast decks, being just a vicious Scale Hide. It's 2 mana 1/3 Lifesteal and Rush, which is actually really good against fast decks when you're done the quest. Even beforehand, sometimes it's really good. I've actually had outcomes where I've bounced it to actually get the quest done with it. Kind of heal against paladins and stabilize that way. But I personally like this deck a lot in wild, as we still do have, you know, the wild cards in the deck that are really good. Target Dummy, Gadgetzan Ferryman, and Cold Light Oracle. All insane in this list, and definitely make it a lot better than the standard counterpart that the deck would be otherwise. So for this list, I mean, it's pretty simple. A lot of you guys probably know what Quest Rogue is, but basically you just bounce a minion 5 times to activate the Caverns Below, get the Crystal Core, and then all your minions are 5/5s. A lot of different ways you can do that, you know, but your end goal is always the same. Get a bunch of 5/5s and then hit your opponent in the head. And that's kind of the end goal of the deck. And that's why you run cards like Sonya, Zola, you know, a lot of card draw with Elven and even Cold Lights, right? Just like basically a lot of draw, a lot of bounce, and then very little survivability. Because this is one of those decks that's just really polarized in nature where you really farm slow decks and you just lose the fast ones. That's basically how you have to accept the deck goes. You queue this up on ladder, you play against Baku Paladin, and you know what? You just say Paladin, GG, you win basically. Try and play it out. Sometimes you do get there with Target Dummy plus like Prep Vanish lines for finishing the quest really fast, getting the 5/5s out and just having a wall. But it requires you to have a really good hand and for them to have a really bad one, which doesn't happen too often. Whereas against slow matchups, you have all the time in the world, man. Q block, well, they can get like 3/9 taunts, you know. Doesn't really do too much when you can just send a bunch of 5/5s into it and clear it, or just even sap or vanish it. So I'd say Quest Rogue is actually a decent pick right now, depending on the metagame, obviously. It's very specific, I guess, in that note. But I would say it's good higher up on Legend Ladder when players aren't really playing too much aggro paladin. That being said, in the 5-1 ranks, I would not recommend playing this deck at all, as you will be queuing into way too many paladins, as we found yesterday with Patron Warrior. Anyways, it's a decent description of the deck. Let's hop into some games and have some fun. I'm gonna keep Zola. It's like a bounce card, but you gotta actually use the card that you're playing with. Vanish is okay if you get prep, otherwise it's bad.
We have turned our curse into our...
This is the legendary Slizzle 4/6/6 Paladin deck. This might be the great even Paladin deck. Oh man. Tearing up dumpster legend ranks in wild.
Hail and well met.
Hail and well met.
Reporting for duty.
You know, prep's good, but we need to get stuff to bounce with, man. I need like a novice engineer. Something like that.
Put this apple on your head.
Ooh, I don't like apple on head, man. That is not good for me. Play the Cold Light every time, it's good. Card draw's nice. Do I ever just have to do the quest with that now? Because I have a Cold Light. Like, I have 2 now. I might need to do it with that, actually. I'd like to do it with a Shard, but it just might not be possible this game. It's hard to say. Yikes. I think we are all aboard the Glacial Shard train now. Nice to meet you, my friend. Nice to meet you. Picked up the Gadget Man and the Shard, which is good. And we still have Prep Vanish, which is really good. That sucks. If that wasn't clear, it'd be really good for us, because then we could like go for the Prep Vanish and then get that back. Forgot to switch back to offline mode? You were right. It doesn't matter. I don't think Eon's gonna snipe, so no big deal. There's very few people you actually have to worry about that with. You never know when you're gonna get sniped when you're streaming, but I just, like, in general, don't really worry about it. So I don't assume people are just sniping all the time. Not too worried about it if they do anyways. It's kind of just whatever. If you want to win, you can win. I mostly ladder to have fun. It's just frustrating sometimes. So we can sap Shard Gadgesan. Sapping's just bad though. It just reduces a little bit damage. Shard Prep Vanish seems like a waste here because he doesn't actually have that powerful of a board right now. I could just Cold Light, I guess. It feels weak though if I'm not balancing. I think it's okay though. Prep is actually quite good here. Just like in general, it's good. I don't think I bump, I think it's Dagger. Because when we have the quest on, Prep is very strong. Very, very strong. Context's fine. We fortunately send the Creeper and the Nerubian Egg back to his hand as well. It's really good for us because what that means is he'll not only overdraw a card, but he'll actually destroy the Juggler and try and all those kind of bad boys, so it's pretty good that we can just go ahead and do this. Simichu, prep the Vanish. So let's go back to his hand, that's about it. I don't want to play the Ferryman, and we're sitting at, what, 2? Yeah, 2 with a Shard, which is bad. He's played both Jugglers and his face is frozen, so is there a way that this can die? Just Consec, right? And I don't think we're going to play around that, so we want to buy the Crystal this turn. Right? I feel like I want to buy the Crystal this turn. I don't even think it's risky, I think just using the Shard here is a good play. It's like second Consec, that's it. And I still have Elven Minstrel in case it is cleared, so I'll take my risk. Shoot your shot, man. We're not in a good spot, so gotta go balls to the wall, you know? Well, it's a card. Let's get the 2 in first. Chill out. Nice to meet you, my friend. I think I'm just gonna do it on the egg so we can't buff it. It's probably just right there. 5 out of 5, that's a quest. I'm wondering if I play Boar or not here. I don't think that I do. I think that I hold Boar. I need 2 mana next turn for that. I think that I actually do play Boar. Even though, nah, it plays into Consec too hard. I don't think I do it. No. Just hold it. That's fine. Do I Dagger Face? No, because I have double Minstrel. I'm going to have mana to use for the next couple turns. So I might not actually get it off. I'm not daggering minions anymore though, so it's kind of weird. Yeah, Consec. Played around it, boys. Played around it. That's good. We are chilling.
Here there is no light.
It's definitely not good. I'll tell you that much. So we prep the Crystal Core every time. And talk about what's after that, though. Think that we play the Minstrel, and I think we're sapping the 4-3 every time. So we draw 2, and we sap, and then we just trade. Trade. Trade with our face, go face, I think, is the play. Oh, Scale Hide's so good, though. We could trade there. Scale Hide, Dome it, and then Shadow Step Scale Hide going in again. Turn into a 1-1. Healing's just so good, man. I think I gotta do it, dude. It's just so much better than Sap. Scale Hide is broken, man. It is broken. I think I'm just gonna let him have the Nerubian active. That should be good. This card is just crazy in this deck, man. Huge buff to this archetype, actually. It's insane. Cold Arms. Pulls 1 Annoyatron. Spellbreaker. It's the bottom right, man. Good game, Eon. Good game. That was actually pretty scary, dude. That was a pretty scary game. Okay, boys. That's probably not the top 100 game then. But also taking Shadow Steps good. Always keep the Shadow Steps. They're always good. Balance effects are king in this deck, man. They are king. 2 really good cards. It's 2 bounce effects. I mean, only need 2 more and we win the game already. You don't win the game, but you get a quest on, and that usually means that you win the game against slow decks. Not always. Funny thing is, if they play Poison Seeds, your board's reset to 5/5 still. Not a lot of druids know about that, man. So you can debate some druids with that. I am going to swing this game because I'm probably just going to dagger next turn. Because I don't have a bounce effect to use or anything. Only card I'd play, I think, is just like Cold Light. That's about it. Yeah. Druid does just get dumped on, yeah, in most cases in this matchup. We do just dump on druids. Swing and hero power. I don't really want to go in on Celsi, but we might just do it next turn. The only card that's really super beneficial to go in on is just Novice, but, you know, that can's not bad, because if you do draw Sonya, sometimes you can just charge into the taunts and stuff like that, like Oaken Summons here, you know. It's not bad. Get the 3/6 of taunt. Ironwood boy. And speak of the devil, draw the Novice. I'm just going to use that, man. I mean, thank you. Thank you very much. Don't mind if I do. I mean, I will just go ahead and do that. Smash the dagger button again. It's going to be a lot of turns that 3/6 hit my face, though, and that's kind of scary for me, to be honest. Because we don't have that many bounce effects in hand, but fortunately we do have card draw, which is kind of what we're looking for, you know? It's kind of what we're looking on. We're looking for. He's got the ramp, though. It's good for him. Don't get me wrong, just because this is a kind of easy matchup doesn't mean I auto-win. It's still definitely not auto-win. We can lose this matchup easily. The Novice. Shadow Step is nuts here, man. I'm just going to go for the step, use that right away. Play the Novice again. And that's the quest, man, already done. Insane, man. Insane. Thank you. It was pretty wild, bro. This is the created one, so we play the created one here. I mean, I don't know what I can say, bro. Quest Rogue Extraordinaire, control the board here. AMA. Swipe's really good for him here. Just like in Hero Power and Trade, I mean, in most cases it'll clear everything. Is that card draw? That's not good, man. If he's not ramping with the Nourish, it's bad. Clears the Spellstones. Yeah, that's good. That's good. I'll say oops. Because now he thinks he's in a good spot, but then we hit him with a 1-2, because we play the Novice that we drew. And, does Quest play prep first? Doesn't matter, we're not going to overdraw, but just out of habit. That's Quest. Cavern's below. Turns into the Crystal Core. It's wild as fuck, my man. Play the Scale Hide. Heal for 5. Go face. And jam that dagger face as well. Let's go. So 30. That was wild, man. Thank you. Thank you, Druid. You guys want to take down those Druids too? Quest Rogue's a great way to do it, man. Play the Novice Engineer, so you got a big hand, and we got gas for ages, man. Double Minstrel. That is a lot of card draw on the hand. Hey, our 1/1s have charge. It's pretty good. Now, Furian's not bad. I'd like to see him go Poisonous here with that. That'd be good. Goes for Taunt. Taunt stalls, but it's not actually good. And there's absolutely no reason for us to not just go in. His play doesn't get any better. So we just go into the cards and hit him in the head. That's basically it, I mean. Freeze his face. Play the deckhand. Boar's better to hold, I think. Because deckhand you have the requirement of having a weapon up. And, I mean, he can like, go ahead and play Spreading Plague to stall for a turn, but unless he has, like, his Mally combo by turn 10, that's a dub, man. That's a dub. So it's gotta be Spreading Plague here, and then he's gotta have the full combo next turn to beat me. Poison Seeds he might play, because he just might want to see how it works. But that's unfortunately not gonna save him. Branching Pass, so what that's gonna be is exact lethal for me if he just Hero Powers. 35 on board, man. 35 on board. And that is a nutty draw here for me. Quest Rogue, boys. It's the future. 117. Not bad. Okay, we're going to go for one more game. And,